gents, this is your boy Cupcake here. I was kind of thinking, you know, as I sit here, ponder what to do for the next probably month and a half, I figured I would give some thoughts on a couple games that I've got. You know, obviously people know by now, I am a racing fanatic. I love racing games. I love anything from something as simple and maybe just arcadey like Need for Speed to stuff, you know, more towards simulation or whatever your definition of simulation is. Mine is, you know, Gran Turismo, Project Cars, and ironically, Assetto Corsa. So, I play a lot of Gran Turismo. And when I say a lot, I mean I'm kind of underestimating myself there. Reason being, I checked on my hours played, and funny thing is, it's like over 400 hours. So, yeah, a lot of fun. So, I recently bought two games, one being Assetto Corsa, the other one being Project Cars 2. I do see where, you know, Project Cars 2 is on sale currently on PlayStation. The Ultimate Edition's like $14, which is, in my opinion, that's a steal and a half in itself, because Project Cars 2 is chock full of different, you know, tracks, DLC, stuff of that sort, and you're getting probably about 60 or 70 bucks worth of extra content, as well as the game for about 14, so it's great. Assetto Corsa, it was on sale for like 10 bucks a month or two ago, and then my dumbass bought it for 40 a couple weeks ago. And I didn't know. So, yeah. But I've been playing both games, and I want to give my thoughts here on Assetto, because this game, in my opinion, is really interesting. So right now I am in a track called the Highlands. It is a road course, and it's a very long road course, but by God is it fun. As you can see here, graphics wise, I mean, the graphics aren't the best. I mean, they're not as good as like GT Sport, but in my opinion, I think this game, the gameplay makes up for the lack of, what should we call it, flair, realism, because I love the way this game drives. I'm about to show you here as soon as I refuel. So I'm finished now. I've got, at the lower left, I got my tire temperatures, wear indicators. Top left, I've got the time, my lap delta, which is the best lap. And if I scroll through here, it'll take me to the track layout. It'll take me to nothing, which is great. So, I've got different options. I got traction control, I've got brake bias, which I can set here between 60% of the front or the rear, stuff of that sort. Your view, like I said, graphics wise, not that impressive, but right off the bat here, this is what I love. So I'm putting it neutral, which I could just kind of do whatever. If I want to steer a wheel, dick around, you know, it doesn't fucking matter. But the cool thing is, it doesn't automatically take you out of the pits. You have to do it yourself. So we'll put it to gear 1. We're gonna cruise out here, and I'm gonna show you guys the driving physics behind it. Right now I'm using a T150 wheel, and force feedback in this game is ungodly. It was shaking my steering wheel stand, which was kind of funny. And yeah, so let's get started here. I'm going to show you the first thing I love, and that is the sound of the engines, in my opinion. I don't think it's well received by everybody, but for some reason, I'm in love. So let's go. So right off the bat, I'm crashing into guardrails. But right off the bat, I'm using the racing line because I'm not really used to this format, so it's kind of hard for me to judge when to brake during each corner. But the more I play this game, I think I'll have this turned off. Damn, hit another wall. Oh well. But force feedback, this thing will beat the crap out of you. So if you watch the steering wheel, you'll notice how much it'll wiggle. Son of a bitch! This is not working. Oh well. This wiggling is not exaggerated. It is beating the crap out of my steering wheel. And myself. So I love the sound. I love how it kind of the magnitude of the sound of the engine itself. Like when you give it gas. So we'll stop here. I'm gonna show y'all. Oops. See that? That's fine there. But put it in gear. It just gets so much louder, and it's like you're there. Alright, so cruising down here, and look at how that steering wheel shakes. And look what happens when you let go of the wheel. Yeah, so I literally have my hands off the wheel, and it just goes crazy, out of control. Now, one thing I don't like is this third-person view, because I hate how it shows your car to the side, and for me, that kind of messes with my peripheral vision and whatnot, properly judging corners, turns, things of that sort. But it's not bad. This view's a little bit better. Yeah, that's pretty much it there. Let's go hit up another track as well as a different car. So looking at main menu, you get your special events, which are pretty cool. You got different situations that you can race in. Your career mode, which it's alright. Championships is pretty cool. Haven't really messed with it that much. Drive those where all the action is. I mean, you got your online, you got drifting, race weekends, quick race, time attack, hot lap, practice. So, I'm going to practice. So, let's get into something a little bit better. I mean, you've got your Abarth, Alfa Romeo, which I remember that 155 being in Gran Turismo 4. You got your Audis, you got the R18, you've got the R8 LMS, V10, you got the Beamers, which I've never been much of a BMW fan. Chevy, got my favorite car, Corvette C7R. Ferraris I just went through, you got your Fords, KTMs, Lambos. You got quite a few there, which is pretty cool. Lotus. Whole bunch of Elises. Especially the Formula cars. You get your classic formulas, you know, your Type 25, Type 49, 98, 720, Maserati, Mazda, you got the 787B. We might just drive that one. I want to hear that rotary. McLaren, you got your Mercedes, you got the Sauber, Nissan, Pagani, which we were just in. You got your Porsches. You got the 911 GT1, which is amazing. And you got a lot of the old Porsche Le Mans cars. And you even got the 919 hybrids. Praga, which honestly I've never heard of. You got your RUF, which is a performance division, or it's like an aftermarket division of Porsche. Something along the lines of that. Last but not least, you got your Yodas. You've got one of my favorite LMP cars in here, the TSO 40. But let's hop in that Mazda. I want to hear that rotary engine. You've got a shit ton of tracks. Got Zandvoort, Valluga. I'm going backwards. Silverstone 1967, Red Bull Ring, Nürburgring. You got like 5 different kinds of this frickin' track. And then you got the 1966 road course of Monza, which I'm gonna take you on a ride with that one. It'll be this one, I think. Yes, it'll be that one. Imola, Highlands. We were just on the long track. Black Cat County. And then Barcelona. So let's go to Monza. And you've got so many different liveries. You got your old school, and you got the classic. Obviously, I'm gonna go with the classic. Alright, so let's make this nice and foggy. And we'll do it in the morning. And as you can see here, you've got all your different assist and options that you can enforce, which I'm just keeping it simple here. I'm not going to tinker with it too much. But let's get to loading. And after this, I will have to go offline because we got Gentleman's Tuesday at Gran Turismo, where I will be streaming the shit show, because it's a lot of fun. I have to call this the unemployment stream. The laid off and laid back stream. And this is another drawback. It takes forever to load. Oh, and I say that and it loads. Oh. Okay. That's not a Mazda. Revs like it, but yeah, let's go for a spin. Yeah, that's alright. There it is. This track's a lot of fun, and you're about to find out why. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Track, very fast though, very steep. We're gonna have a couple of sharp turns here. I don't know, I just love the way this game drives. I think it's more inviting than Project Cars 2, which I'm going to have a video posted soon on that of my thoughts. But this track, or this game, I enjoy it a lot. It's going to take some time and practice to get this down. But overall, a very good game. And I cannot wait for Competizione, or however they call it. Cannot wait for that to come out. That way I can nab it. So, overall, like I said, this is a very, my opinion, I love this game. It's a lot of fun. The online's a bit weird because you can make lobbies, but you have to invite people, and you gotta tell them what a password is. You have to type in this password to join the lobby, so not as accessible as GT Sport, but I don't think it's as bad as Project Cars. I think Project Cars is a little bit more complicated, but we'll dive into that later. So like I said, these are my thoughts on Assetto Corsa. By no means am I a professional reviewer. This is just some random dude giving his god-honest opinion on the game. So, this is Cupcake signing out for a few minutes, and then I'll be back on GT Sport for Gentleman's Tuesday, hosted by J-Rod over in Gran Turismo Sport, where we will be running the Subaru Time Attack car. So, we will see you in a bit.